Hey everyone, Michael here with Hello Cupcake It's Me, and today is the Saturday check-in. It is February 15th, 2025, and thanks for hanging with me. If you haven't done so already, please hit like and subscribe. Then head on over to hellocupcakeitsme.com to give the blog some love, and then make sure that you check out the podcast that is updated every Thursday at podcast.hellocupcakeitsme.com. Make sure that you follow me on all the different social medias. And check out my book, Carpe Diem Scroto, 365 Daily Affirmations. And you can find that at www.cdsthebook.com. So, how the hell is everyone? In true to form fashion, I am literally just waking up, so yay. I had a really hard time going to bed last night. I actually didn't get to sleep until about 3 o'clock this morning. So right now, at the time of recording this, it is 10:21 in the morning, and I have a bunch of things that I need to do, want to do, and should do, but probably am not going to do any of them. Two of the things that I need to do, I already have made plans at some point to go do those things. I do need to go to the grocery store, and our new Dollar Tree is rumored to be opened. And if that's the case, I want to go to the Dollar Tree. I also wanted to go walk around Goodwill today. So if I end up doing that today or tomorrow, at some point I need to get gas in my car, and then I also need to get a hold of a new garage to see if they will do the diagnostics on my car for free, and if they will do the work also. So yeah. So far, the two garages that I have contacted say that I have to pay about $160 out of pocket to get the car diagnosed with whatever problem it's having, and then they can give me a quote. And then one place told me that if it is just the O2 sensors, that it was going to cost me $200 per O2 sensor. And I said, no, it won't. I'm like, I replaced the two sensors on the car that I knew to replace, and it cost me less than $40 for both of them. So you're going to have to shop around. Like, just because there's two auto part stores in town does not mean that you have to utilize those. And I will provide you with the links. Hell, I'll even order the parts in myself and then bring them to you. Oh, well, that's not part of our policy. I said, well, then I'm going to need an actual itemized list from those companies as to how much those are and why they're being charged that much to you and what your discount is. Like, I'm not just bending over and like, yeah, take all my money. Like, no, we're not doing that. So I went on to Amazon and I found two O2 sensors for $40, and they fit my car, they fit the make and model and everything else. And then I found a third one that was about $30 for the downstream, and that's the one that needs to be changed as my downstream. But I'm just like, yeah, no, this is not going to happen. But whatever. Long story short, I need to figure out how to get all of this situated and still be able to take care of my daily needs and activities. Getting to and from um, my social interactions with my friends, that's not going to be an issue because I've been riding with a friend of mine to and from work, or work, to and from the pool and like wherever else that we happen to go. So that's not an issue. The issue comes in the form of um, trying to get down to the bar nightly or at least a couple of times a week. Uh, so getting to the bar on Tuesdays, that is like set in stone. Don't give a damn. That's what I do. I go in on Tuesdays and I play my trivia. Got to be there for that. Wednesdays, I don't really have to be in. Thursdays, I have to be there. And some Fridays and some Saturdays, I have to be there. So I'm just like, and then there's the whole like getting to doctor's appointments and stuff like that. Like, I don't know how that's going to work out. And it's a super easy fix if like the code errors that came up is all that is wrong, then it's a stupid simple easy fix. And I don't know if I take it back to the muffler shop that originally repaired my catalytic converters and like question them like, hey, pretty much ever since I start or ever since I came here, my check engine light's been on and it's acting the same as what it did prior to me bringing it into you. So um I guess you guys are going to have to replace the O2 sensors and the catalytic converters again. And since it's only been a year since you've done the work on this, I feel that you're going to need to give me some kind of a good price because, you know, there needs to be some sort of warranty on this, on the car and the work that you've done, regardless if I've waited a year to bring it back. The fact of the matter is, January 20th of 2024 is when I had this work done. So, yeah. Anyways, so there's all of that. And still plugging along on this mental health. What is it? Adolescent mental health class that I'm taking, and I'm gonna try to finish that up this weekend at some point and do a little cleaning, do my laundry as per usual on the weekends, and that's it. Yeah, waiting for a couple of copies of my book to come in. I ordered them 2.5 weeks ago, and they're showing up today. So at one point or another, once those show up, I got to take those into town and mail them off to the people who were supposed to get a book but never have. So yeah, that's some fun. And one of the people that I'm sending the book to is not only my reviewer, but she is also going to be the one that helps me reformat the book, does all of the editing that the original editor was supposed to do, and will be replacing herself as the editor of the book. And so, yeah, that's gonna be awesome and fun. And then trying to figure out if I need a full on another ISBN number or if I can recycle the ISBN number that I have now, because there's not going to be content added, just the content's going to be edited for like typos and stuff like that. Um, so, as far as I can tell, as long as there's not like content removed or added, I don't need a new ISBN number. But if I do, I am already prepared to pay the fee for Bowker to give me yet another ISBN number and go through that whole rigmarole. So, yeah. And over the last couple of days, I have been making friends online. And whenever I say that I'm making friends online, that's just me being very sarcastic and facetious and um, just being very tongue in cheek about the whole thing, because that in real life these people would either like try to unalive me or we would get in a fight. And um, a lot of it has been over recent policy changes, um, things like renaming the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America. And I'm like, absolutely not. Um, there are, there's like maps and manuscripts and everything else that predate America by like thousands of years that have that as the Gulf of Mexico. And before the formation of the United States, um, all of those coastal territories that are now known as like New Mexico and Texas and Louisiana, New Orleans, Florida, so on and so forth, those were all like Spanish Native American ruled. And it wasn't until they landed and started battling for that whole area, and we genocide and moved aside the peoples of those lands. So um, people don't like it when you present facts because, oh, well, that's just woke agenda. Yeah, well, you can choke on your agenda. Uh, so yeah, I am very outspoken. I have become very outspoken on my political interests and my social communal interests and things that are going on within my local governances and within my town. And so there are so many people who are bitching about this Dollar Tree that is opening up in my town. And it's like, shut the fuck up. This whole not in my backyard mentality needs to stop. We need these types of businesses to come into this area, not only to provide jobs, but to give us the places to work and the places to utilize, like, just spending our money locally. We have no big box stores in my area. If you want a big box store like Walmart, Target, Trader Joe's, whatever else, you have to leave the county, which means all of the money that you make You take out of the county, which takes it out of your community, and you spend it in another community. And then they get to like reap the benefits of it. So it's like, no. Well, I don't want to live in just any town, USA. It's so beautiful. It's so pretty. It's so this. It's so that. Bitch, you're like 60, 70, 80 years old. Who the fuck do you think is going to be bagging your groceries? As you start to age out, who's going to be there for your end of care life? Are you going to stand there at 80 years old and do bagging and checking at the Safeway or the Kroger? Are you at 70 or 80 years old going to be the maids at the hotels? Like, we live in or I live in a tourist attraction area. So are you at 60, 70, 80 years old going to run that industry? Are you at 60, 70, 80 years old going to be serving meals at the restaurant, at the bar, at the wherever? No. There's nothing here for young families. Well, it's just more Chinese or plastic Chinese junk that's going to end up in our landfills. My melanin lacking friend. My friend with the red Kool-Aid ring. Have you not looked around your house? The device that you are typing your stupid response on is not made in America. It is not made with American parts. And even if it was, the things that made here in America still break down and still end up in a landfill. But I'm sorry. Please tell me where Sony comes from. Please tell me where like Toshiba, Mitsubishi, Yamaha. Tell me where all of those things come from. Oh, look at your clothes. Look at the tag on them. Pretty much says made in Mexico, made in Malaysia, made in Taiwan, made in China. Yeah, you don't have very many American made products. So your argument is invalid because even if it wasn't made in America, it's still eventually going to end up in the landfills. We as humans produce trash. We have one use made items, and we have items that are built with obsolescence into them. It's called forced obsolescence, and it was a term coined in the mid to late 1800s when the light bulb was created. The original light bulb is still working after almost 200 years. It's in a museum. And the companies got together and they're like, yeah, we can't have something that works this well and still turn a profit. Because if every household in America buys light bulbs that last beyond 300 or 400 hours, then we're not going to make any money. And therefore, our companies are going to close and suffer. So now they have filaments, and those filaments burn out over time. A lot of the light bulbs in my house are those compact fluorescent lights that are energy savers. They are the LED light bulbs and things like that. And, that light back there never shuts off. That light's on 24 hours a day, seven days a week. In the 17 years that I've lived in this house, and of the probably 8 or 9 years that I've had that light right there, I've only changed the bulb in it once because it's an LED light bulb. And if I don't keep that light on, then my house gets really dark at night and it's really difficult to see. And so, yeah. So I've been fighting with people over that. Been fighting people over gender affirming care. And I don't know why the hell people seem to think that gender affirming care means that they're going to send their son or daughter to school and that their son or daughter are going to come back like in different forms. Like they send little Tommy to school and they send little Cindy to school. And when Tommy comes home, Tommy is now Tina and Cindy is now Daryl. Like, how do you expect this to take place? There is absolutely no one who is performing any type of sexual reassignment surgeries on minors unless it is at birth and the child is born with both male and female anatomy, or if the child's anatomy is malformed. So if like the child does not have a fully formed penis, they will opt to make the child a female and will castrate the child and create what looks to be a vagina. You know, but gender affirming surgeries mean that you, as a woman, if you have mastectomies done because of breast cancer, that you can then go and have breast implants put back in to help you feel what? More feminine. It means that, guys, if you get testicular or penile cancers or have any kind of trauma done to your gender identifying areas of your body, you too can be reconstructed and have surgeries to make you look what? More masculine. It's not about trans children. It's not about like it's not what you think it is. Like those aren't the words that you think they are. And a lot of women are upset about the trans people, like, well, I don't want a man in my bathroom. I deserve a place where I feel safe and comfortable. Well, first of all, trans people, 9 times out of 10, are not attracted to the gender that they are changing into. Now, there are those exceptions where the person is always been attracted, like the man who is transitioning into a woman has always been attracted to women. So now that person is becoming a lesbian to like work with whatever they, you know. So in that case, yes, well, not even in that case, yes, but for the sake of argument, that would probably be the only time that a trans woman would have any inkling to want anything to do with you. But we're also forgetting about trans men, women who transition into men. Most of them are big, burly looking dudes, tatted up, biker looking. Like, you want to talk about uncomfortable. These are fully presenting passable men with a deep voice and the muscles and everything else. Like, that's more of a man being in your bathroom than Dylan Mulvey. I can't ever say her last name, but that's more of a man than Jazz being in your bathroom, or any number of people. You want someone to look at, look up Buck Angel. Buck Angel is a transgendered man who works in the adult entertainment industry. Buck Angel, if you did not know, Buck Angel was born a woman, you would assume Buck Angel is 100% man. And yeah, a lot of misinformation coming around, oh, well, it's just going to give guys a chance to put on a dress and come into the women's restroom so that they could perv on us. First of all, if sexual assault is going to take place, it's not going to take place in a public bathroom where there's a lot of foot traffic. You are more likely to be assaulted while you are jogging through a park. You're more likely to be assaulted in a parking structure. You're more likely to be assaulted in your own home or by a family friend or somebody within your family. Like, stop placing all of these bullshit fears and ideologies on an already marginalized community. You go in there, you see somebody that you don't feel comfortable being in the bathroom with, either run to the stall and lock the door or get out and wait. Perfect example. I was at the bar the other night, pretty full, went to go to the bathroom, and all of the bathroom was filled. Now, we only have one stall and one urinal. Both of those were completely taken up. I went into the women's restroom where they have 3 toilets and walked in there, walked right in, went to the bathroom, washed my hands, walked right out. Nothing said, nothing done, nothing whatever. The whole time I did, I came in, I looked, kept my eyes at the ground, said, "Excuse me, guy's bathroom is completely filled." Went in, peed, came out the whole time, washing my hands, walking out the door. When my niece was younger, I had to take her into the women's bathroom to change her because at the time, there was no diaper changing stations in the men's restroom. Don't care. I'm not here for you. I'm here because I have a need. I need to go to the bathroom. I need to change my child. I need to do whatever. Don't care what you got going on between your legs. Like, go. In most countries, there's not a man and female restrooms. Some countries have co-ed restrooms. Some countries, kind of suggest that, if you're a woman, you can go over here. If you're a man, you can go over here. But it's not enforced to this weird, sickly level that it is here in the United States. So just fighting people on their stupidity and trying to educate people and watching them fight for their life in the comment section has been the joy of my last 4 or 5 days. Like, this is, if this is how you want to spend your time, trust me, I have got nothing better to do. And I've been sharing a lot of Black history information. I've been resharing LGBTQIA2S plus content. I have been reposting changes in referendums. I've been reposting a bunch of stuff that I normally don't repost. And I'm at this point where I'm like, kick me off of Meta. Go right on ahead. I have 7 new platforms that I'm on. I'm on Blue Sky. I have Pink Sky for Instagram, Blue Sky for Facebook. I have Skylight for my, well, I will have Skylight. I applied for the beta testing position just so that I could have access to Skylight. But Skylight is Blue Sky's version of TikTok. I'm on Red Note, which is like everything that Twitter, Pinterest, and TikTok should be, without all the political bullshit, without all the like agendas and stuff like that. And if you are on Red Note, understand our American bullshit does not translate well over on that platform, and you will get banned. They will take your videos down. They will block you from accessing any Chinese servers. And I'm that person. If I see you posting your political bullshit that is left wing or right wing, whatever the fuck wing it is that is Trump supporting, I'm flagging your content. If you're getting on there and acting like the little hoochies and the overly sexual whatever, like you would on TikTok or Instagram, I'm flagging your account. That's not what their profiles, that's not what their accounts are for. Do they have sexy profiles? Do they have boy on boy content, which is a huge subculture over in China and Japan? Because homosexuality is not viewed the same way as it is here due to their birthing practices. I think the last time that I saw any kind of statistical information on that is that there is 1 female for every 10 or 15 men born, and females are less likely to be kept because they bring no value to their family. And so it is a very masculine, very male dominated society because the son takes over the family business. The son does this, the son does that. The wife, the mother, the female doesn't do any of that. So in their culture, it is very commonplace to have boy on boy love and content, and men having boyfriends and living in homosexual relationships because of their culture. So just understand that if you post stuff like you would normally post on Instagram or TikTok or whatever else, and your account or your content is getting banned, it's probably because it's either the people of China doing that or people like me that is seeing American bullshit and blocking you and reporting you to the Chinese government, and their algorithm is spot on. And with their new AI systems that are outperforming ChatGPT and everything else that we have over here that we think we're like the leaders of industry in, their AI system is like here and we're just right here. So it's like it's very in tune. And the more that people are starting to use I forget what they call it over there, but the more that they use it, the smarter that it becomes, and the more intelligent it becomes, and the more personable it becomes. And I've done videos already of me utilizing ChatGPT, and you can see how much Jarvis interacts with me already. And the reason I haven't brought him back on to the show is because he's very limited now. They've kind of locked down some of the things that I used to be able to do with him. He's still installed on my computers and on my phone and tablet and stuff like that. But anyways, so yeah, that's kind of where everything is and what's going on right now. And I realized that this is almost a 40-minute video, and sorry, I just have a lot to say lately. So do you prefer the longer videos or do you prefer shorter videos? Do you want me to start making like under 3-minute content, under 5-minute content? Let me know. I'll try my best to do that. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna let you go. So make sure that you like, subscribe, and follow to all of the different social medias, and I will talk to you later. Boop.